A new development today in the most recent disaster to Crown Point. Sources close to City Hall have indicated the explosion may have been the result of an attack on an underground drug manufacturing operation. The involved parties are believed to be two of Gotham's most powerful crime families, the Falcones and the Maronis. With this longtime rivalry becoming a greater threat to public safety, everyone is asking the same question. Where is the Batman?
Hey Frankie, turn that crap off, will ya? We already know what happened. And then, give me a cup of that turpentine you call booze, too. Hey, pal, how you doing? Things good? What are you talking about? No, things are not good. My building blew up. Hey, come on, don't be such a freaking downer. I lived in the same building too, alright? I'm trying to, what do they call it? Normalize. Give me a break. I know, I'm sorry. It's been under a lot of stress, as you can imagine. Hey, thanks. Hey, the good stuff. Alright. Tell me about it. You got any ideas what you're gonna do? I don't know, man. If I'm being honest, I'm probably gonna try and join Cobb's crew. Oh, come on. Really? You serious? Listen, I know things are bad right now, but you think joining a gang is really gonna solve that? Things aren't just bad right now, it's straight up apocalyptic. There are only two kinds of people out there right now, scavengers and robbers. Hey, what we're doing is surviving, alright? Doing whatever it takes to get by until things get better. We're not criminals by choice. But joining a gang, that's a choice. Choices have consequences. Yeah, but Oz is different though, you know? I mean, sure, he's a bad guy according to the law, but he takes care of us. You got the lights back on? We got booze? Yeah, we do got that. But don't forget, it was also his drug lab that blew up our apartment. You remember that, right? I know the news is saying it was Maroni's lab, but we both knew guys who worked there. Cobb is into some serious shit, and it's gonna be us little guys that pay the price. All of that's over, though. The Falcones, the Maronis, they're all gone. Cobb's got all the other crews in line, and it's easy money from here on out. I'm not talking about the Falcones and the Maronis, you idiot. I'm talking about the freaking Bat. Batman? What do you think is gonna happen if Batman decides to go after the Penguin, huh? I'll tell you what. He's gonna kick your fucking head in on his way to the top. Nobody's worried about the Batman. Where's he been? Falcones, dead. Maronis, dead. Crown Point, exploded, again. Any one of these things should have been enough to bring Batman out, but he's a no-show. You ask me, the guy's done. Probably quit after the Riddler stuff. Did it occur to you that maybe a bunch of gangsters killing each other isn't a major priority for Batman? Maybe it'll be easier to deal with crime when there's only one player at the top instead of three. You don't think gangsters getting into shootouts in the streets and blowing up neighborhoods is a concern for Batman? Guy puts two-bit muggers in the hospital just for looking at him wrong. If he was still around, he would have been all over this. Trust me, the guy's gone. Ah, but there's a difference between crime families and those muggers. The muggers didn't stay in their lane. They went after white-collar guys. If there's one thing Batman doesn't tolerate, it's guys like you and me playing out of their league. If they'd only targeted people in the point, maybe Batman would have left them alone. You really think Batman's a classist? Oh, no doubt about it. You know little Tommy O'Hearn from around the corner? Yeah, of course, Tommy No Neck. Well, he's Tommy No Walk now. The canning factory he worked for fired all the workers and moved overseas. Tommy's mom is real sick and he couldn't find any other work. Listen, he's a good kid, but he got desperate. He went uptown to try to roll a couple of suits to make ends meet, but the only thing he met was the Batman. Yeah, and when I tell you Batman beat the piss out of Tommy, I mean it literally. He broke Tommy's back over the edge of a dumpster and his bladder exploded. Got piss all over Batman. Batman just kept laying into him, yelling some BS about consequences have choices. And now Tommy can't walk. Jesus, Mary and Joseph. Yeah. You think Batman went after the guy who fired a bunch of hardworking Americans to go exploit some other country for less money? Nah, it's Tommy's own fault he needed some money, so I guess he deserves to never walk again. Batman should be buried under the jail. How does someone get away with that? I'm telling you, he's part of the system. He puts down a couple of low-level stick-up kids, right? Real bad, too. Hospitalizes them and everything. Pretty soon all the police gotta do is shine that light up in the sky and the rest of us behave like scared kids. You ask me, Batman's probably a cop. Nah, no way he's a cop. Well, what makes you say that? Well, first of all, he doesn't kill people. Oh, all right. Now, I see what you did there. That's a good one. Huh? Seriously, though, he's just too well trained to be a cop. You ever see a cop that can fight like that? Able to take on groups of guys at once and put them all down with his bare hands? Someone with those kind of skills has to dedicate their life to them. Got no time for a regular job. And you see the stuff he was using at the stadium? I watched him get shot point blank in the chest with the double barrel. Then he used grappling hooks on like 15 guys. Not exactly standard issue GCPD stuff. Yeah, makes sense. Not to mention the impossible muscle car he ran down Oz with. Whatever that thing was, I've never seen anything like it. Yeah, see what I'm saying? Yeah, you're right. He's definitely not a cop. High-level fight training, access to high-tech equipment, super tricked-out car. Don't forget, for some reason, no fear of being arrested. Huh. Oh, wow. You think maybe Batman's from a rival gang? Could be. Be a pretty intimidating way to thin out the competition on the streets. Yeah, it'd be real good for business, too. Just replace your pushers with the ones too afraid to work their old corners. Yeah, what a scary thought, though. Could you imagine if every gang had their own creature guy? Yeah, they could escalate the concept every time they introduce a new one. Do bats have any natural predators? Yeah, hold on, let me look it up. Raccoons. Would Raccoon Man work? Yeah. He's already got the little mask. It's perfect. Raccoon Man. He could use, like, trash somehow. Popping out of garbage cans and throwing sharpened chicken bones at you or something. Yeah. But who could stop the fearsome Raccoon Man? Hold on. This is a little depressing. It says here the number of deaths caused by natural predators is insignificant compared to the number of deaths caused by humans. So... Human Man? Guy with all the nature-destroying powers of a human? Yeah, he could look real disturbing, too. Like, he could still wear a mask, but it's just a human face that's slightly off somehow. Like one of those Titans from Attack on Titan. With the big smile? Yeah, then he burns the entire force just to flush out Raccoon Man. Yeah, and then since he's just a regular guy, you could escalate back to pretty much any animal again. Crocodiles, sharks, whatever. Just a bunch of lunatics dressed up like zoo animals blowing up the city. See? I forgot about the Riddler blowing up the city. Yeah, right. Batman can't be a gangster because he showed up to help all those people at the stadium. He probably wouldn't have done that if he was a criminal. Good point. So he's not a cop. He's not a criminal. Who else has all the time in the world to become a technologically advanced vigilante, yet has a skewed sense of justice that places the blame on the working class? Oh my God. I'll tell you who. A rich kid. Not just any rich kid, someone who was born rich. It takes a special kind of privilege to think most people choose to commit crime because they want to. Oh man, that's gotta be it. I can't think of any other type of person who could pull it off. You know what? You definitely need to stay away from Oz. If Batman is a rich kid, he's not going to give a crap about your circumstances. What makes you say that? Listen, if rich people gave a damn about us, they'd use their money to help us out. Donate supplies, fresh water, power. Hell, fund a candidate interested in helping us out. Literally anything else. But instead, Batman beats the shit out of people. You'd think he puts purse snatchers in the hospital because he's trying to help? Well, why else would he do it? If he is who I think he is, then he chooses to do this, which means he probably likes it. He's one of those most dangerous game type of guys. Sure, he's got his whole no-killing code for now, but he's clearly trying to fill some void in his life, and he's doing it by beating the shit out of his lessers. Yeah, like what kind of person cripples someone in his spare time then tries to stand on some moral high ground like they're helping out? That's some peak delusional rich guy shit right there. And that's why you should keep your nose clean. You don't want to be on that guy's radar? Nah, forget that. If anything, I want to join Oz even more now. He says we got to get out from under the thumb of people like Batman. People born thinking they deserve something they didn't earn. If Batman thinks he can do whatever he wants just because he thinks he's better than me, maybe we need someone to stand up to him. And you think Cobb is that guy? Yeah, I absolutely do. I believe in Oz Cobb. Well, I believe I'll be visiting you in the hospital after Batman breaks your fucking legs. Yeah, sure. Well, don't forget to bring me some flowers. So I can put him on Batman's grave after I beat him to death with my calloused working man hands. Yeah, okay, buddy. Remember to keep that energy when you see his demon car leaping over an explosion to come get you.